Hello and welcome back to our Literate channel's UGC NET Literature Concept Series. I'm Kanan Prasad and today we are exploring another essential literary term that has appeared in previous UGC NET exams. Today's term is pastoral. This term appeared in the July 2018 examination and falls under our genres and movements cluster. Let's examine the term pastoral. Pastoral. The word comes from the Latin word pastor, meaning shepherd. The pastoral tradition flourished in the classical period through ancient Greek and Roman poetry, which experienced a major revival during the Renaissance and continued to influence literature through the Romantic period and much beyond. The pastoral form originated with the Greek poet Theocritus in the 3rd century BCE, who wrote the Idylls, depicting idealized rural life in Sicily. The Roman poet Virgil formalized the tradition with his eclogues in the 1st century BCE. The Renaissance saw a powerful revival of pastoral poetry and drama, particularly in 16th and 17th century England, with notable practitioners like Edmund Spenser, Christopher Marlowe, and Shakespeare. Simply put, pastoral literature is an idealized representation of rural life, often featuring shepherds and celebrating the simplicity and serenity of country existence. Pastoral literature has some key features which include it idealizes rural settings and natural landscapes in its literary works. Pastoral focuses on shepherds and simple country folk. It contrasts between rural innocence and urban corruption, which you might see in many literary works. It has themes of love, music, and harmony with nature. It has also themes of nostalgic longing for a simpler way of life. For UGC NET, remember that pastoral literature fundamentally deals with rural life and often idealizes nature as correctly identified in the July 2018 examination. Let's explore some famous examples of pastoral literature that have appeared in question papers. Christopher Marlowe's The Passionate Shepherd to His Love is a quintessential pastoral poem that begins as follows. Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove that valleys, groves, hills, and fields, woods, or steepy mountain yields. This poem embodies the pastoral ideal through its invitation to rural delights and idyllic natural beauty. Edmund Spenser's The Shepherd's Calendar follows the classical tradition of pastoral poetry through 12 eclogues, one for each month, depicting shepherds' dialogues and songs about love, religion, and politics. Shakespeare's As You Like It represents pastoral in dramatic form, contrasting the corrupt court with the idyllic forest of Arden, where characters discover truth and love amidst a rustic setting. In more modern literature, Thomas Hardy's novels like Far from the Madding Crowd offer a more realistic take on rural life while still employing pastoral elements. Similarly, William Wordsworth's poetry idealizes rural scenes and simple country folk as sources of spiritual truth, representing the romantic evolution of pastoral traditions. Now let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. What is a central characteristic of pastoral literature? Option A, realistic portrayal of industrial advancement. Option B, idealization of rural life and natural landscapes. Take a moment to think about it. You can pause the video if you want. And the answer is B. Pastoral literature idealizes rural life and natural landscapes, often contrasting the simplicity and purity of country existence with the complexity and corruption of urban society. This idealization of nature or rural settings is a defining feature that distinguishes pastoral form from other literary forms. Remember, pastoral literature presents an idealized representation of rural life, often featuring shepherds and celebrating the natural world. For your UGC NET exam, be prepared to identify pastoral elements and understand their function in portraying the relationship between humans and nature. In our next video, we'll explore another important concept. Thank you very much for watching Literate channel.